All right, welcome to day 37 of coding every day until I get employed. So this looks a little ugly, but I'll explain. So boom, I was able to add a skip button for skipping whatever mode I'm on. So I need to actually have a way to like display what mode you're on, but pretend this is the Pomodoro timer, and then boom, you switch that. That's your short break, and then it goes back and forth. And if you're on your long, it takes you back to your short break, right? So it's pretty simple there. And then I also ended up using the skip button that I imported. Also using the same thing for the back button, which is just the reset button. So it has the same functionality as before. It just has a different like look to it. And now this whole thing, I was trying to figure out why like I was trying to have this bottom section be barred off. So if you ever took a look at like Spotify or something, right? If I can find it, like Spotify, right? Like if you have this here, it's like barred off. I'm like, okay, that's cool. Let me put that in my thing. And for some reason, the bar doesn't want to extend to the full width of the screen. And I was trying to figure out why that wasn't working. I had a couple ideas myself, and I also tried to use chat to understand why. And we both couldn't come up with a solution. So I was just sitting here and I was just trying to figure out, okay, why is this just not expanding all the way? Um, I couldn't figure it out. And you can see even with the at first I was like, okay, maybe it's just the colors are acting weird. So I put like borders to see like how far each like div was allowing me to expand, and I'm only able to really expand here, like from here to here, and I don't know like why I'm able to do that. Um, yeah, and after just a while of looking at that, I was just like, let me just tap it in for today. But I guess let me get into let me get into the code of I guess some of the stuff that I did, if I could find VS Code. Okay, boom. So it was really just simple. Like when I did the button, it was like 2 seconds. It was just spending all that time for trying to figure out why the borders weren't working. So with the button, right? So for the skip forward button, oh no, right here. Yeah, for the skip forward button, so boom, I added a button, and then I gave it the same styling as beforehand, and then I said, okay, on click, set the time to 0. Um, I'm looking at the wrong thing, by the way. It's this. So why does it's because I was looking at skip back, where I can't read. Okay, so look at this. Right, so this is the button, right? So button on click, and I say, okay, if the clock is equal to Pomodoro, then you say, okay, if it's running, set the time to 0, set running to false, and basically you do the same thing. So this is saying, okay, if you're on the Pomodoro timer, and then you skip, make sure that you set the time to 0, make sure you set it running to false, and make sure that you set the clock to short. And this one says, okay, hey, if you're on the short timer, make sure you do the same thing and then set the clock to Pomodoro. And then if you're on the long timer, do the same thing and then set the clock to Pomodoro. I need to make sure that it's all in the same format. I copy and pasted it wrong here. But yeah. And after that, I was going through and I was just like, I didn't add anything specifically. I was just editing. Where is it? I was editing like right here, this like top div to try to figure out why like it wasn't working. So I added a background. You can see I added a border. It said something about overflow, so I tried putting that as hidden, and nothing really seemed to be working. And by the way, these were actually like in the right order. Like this button right here was to the left, and this was to the right. And it was actually spaced. I just ended up taking it away because chat said for some reason that that's the reason why it wasn't working. But yeah, I couldn't figure it out. So